Good evening, everybody, and welcome to USPHL North Division Round 2 playoff action here at the Southwood County Recreation Center, where we have the number 3 seeded Northwest Express coming to town and taking on the number 2 Wisconsin Rapids Riverkings. Good evening, everybody. My name is Mike Comer. I'll be bringing you the action tonight. Up here, working the cameras, got Art and our good buddy Matt. He's the ringleader and he's doing camera work tonight. And of course, our number 1 inside color guy, Rory McGibbon. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, doing really well, and tonight's going to be so exciting. I mean, these guys, there's a bit of rivalry over the course of the season, and excited to see how it comes to an end this weekend.
Well, the Express, that's a team that kind of came together in short order with the Minnesota Moose leaving the USPHL and going to a different league, and they came up, made a team, and they've made a pretty good splash of it as they're good enough to get the 3rd seed as they are trying to knock the Riverkings off. These two teams have been pretty darn even all year as they split the regular season series 2-2, as it was the Express that took the first 2 games as they won on October 12th 6-4, and then they shut out Rapids on November 8th 5-0 in a game I'm pretty sure still doesn't sit well with the Riverkings, but Rapids came back the next night, won 5-2, and then on January 18th 4-1.
Yeah, I mean, the Express are one of 2 teams this year to be able to shut out these Riverkings, and credit to Freshwater. He's exceptional goalie, and the Riverkings will be looking to get pucks his way and to get bodies his way to sort of throw him off his game.
That's a great segue, because I mean, if you look at the number of goals that were scored this year, Rapids scored 13 against the Express. The Express scored 14 against Rapids, so it's they're one of the few teams that has been able to solve the goalie room, so to speak, in Wisconsin Rapids, and it all does start between the pipes there with Rylan Freshwater. That young man definitely carries the water for the Express as he played 30 games of the regular season, 22 wins, 6 losses, 2 overtime losses, and he had 5 shutouts. That's unreal.
Yeah, Freshwater's been nothing short of brilliant. I mean, his stats speak for himself in these playoffs. He's a 1.5 goals against average and a 947 save percentage. He's been brilliant, and he was brilliant in being able to stifle the Blue Hawks last weekend, and he'll be looking to have a strong start to this weekend as well.
Right, during the regular season, he had a goals against average of 2.34 and a save percentage of 9.26. So those numbers from playoffs to regular season, they're continuing.
Absolutely, he's an exceptional goalie, and will be looking to play well against the Riverkings here.
They're going to quick take a step out for the national anthem here on Flow Hockey and Wisconsin Rapids Community Media.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of
And we are back here just moments away from the opening puck drop as we are going to see the best of 3 series between the Riverkings and the Express. Starting tonight for the Express is Preston Lundbohm with is Preston Lumbaum with the Express starting there is Harrison Browning, Otis Burge, Brendan Wolf, Eli Underhill, and then of course in the pipes there, Rylan Freshwater.
Yeah, this line for the Express they've been prolific this season. I mean, their point totals have really carried these Express. Apart from this line, the points sort of they dip down significantly, and if the Express want any success this weekend, they're going to have to rely on these big guys.
And then of course Wisconsin Rapids starting in goal, Dominic Height, his third series starting for the Riverkings since coming over from Hudson. And then also starting there is Owen Tudich, Caden Schweitzer, Francisco Dente, Oliver Buldick, and Lucas Whitehead. And we are underway as Wisconsin Rapids is going from my left to the right, and then the Express going from my right to the left. Express wearing their road blacks with gray, white, and blue accents, blue numbers and letters on the back, and Wisconsin Rapids wearing their home white tops, white socks, and blue breezers with green and blue stripes and trim and green numbers on the back. So we're going to have our first face-off in the Express zone. 19:40 left in the first period, no score. Glove side of Freshwater. Schweitzer can't come up with it as the Express get possession of the puck and send it right back down, but does come onto contact with Height as Rapids will have to play it up. No icing is the call as the puck comes up and held into the Riverkings zone as Dente does get it back up at neutral ice. Blue pass in the far corner. Battling around there. That dark blue on black's a little hard to read at far end of the rink, so I'll do the best I can for you. 24 right in front of us, Andrew Winter. He comes up with the near side. Shot in and gloved by Height. We got our first stoppage in the Rapids zone. 19:04 left to go in this first period. No score is the Express. They get the first shot on goal in the game.
Yeah, that long sort of east to west pass is going to be key to the Northwest game. They look for it constantly off that breakout, and Winter is able to get a shot on Height there.
Well, that face off to the blocker side of Height came right out to the blue line, and that was a quick shot by Preston Winkler as that went in, turned away by Height. As Height, he's facing a couple pucks early, which is something that maybe didn't happen the last couple series as the puck comes up into the crease and covered by Height yet again as they are trying to get after the young man that came in from Hudson during the course of the season. Height faced the Express 4 times. The first meeting was a win in September, but then the Express came back and got him 3 straight times. But as we've talked about, it is a totally different team coming from Hudson to Wisconsin Rapids. No disrespect intended, but it's just 2 different squads.
Absolutely. I mean, in that win against Northwest, he probably faced upwards of 50 shots, and now he's really sort of got to concentrate on every puck here, as he might face 20, he might face less than, and that concentration is going to be so critical.
Well, looking at the numbers that I got online earlier today from our good old USPHL website, that first game, he stopped 39 of 44 shots faced in that win. So he saw a lot of pucks, but he also made a lot of stops too, as the puck is down behind the Express goal, held into the zone. Quick slap shot put in by Absfelder, turned away by Freshwater. Shot put in from Whitehead, that got steered way wide of the mark as the puck pops behind the goal. Express trying to mount some offense, get up out of the zone, and they do as Wolf gets behind Garcia and shot turned away by Height. That was another good opportunity for the Express, and Height's ready for it as the puck sent in by Liebold from half ice, turned away again by Height as Rapids, I'm not going to say played a little flat, but they're giving up some opportunities as Diamond brought the puck in. Ilian, he throws the puck behind the goal. Hogan McNish, he can't hold on to it as Noah Diamond comes up, sends it out in front. Bullduk over to Lupulin, who takes a shot, redirected up into the netting. Another stoppage of play. 17-19 left to go in this first period. No score between the Express and the Riverkings.
And the Express defense are so confident with that puck. They're able to find those stretch passes. A beautiful pass to find Wolf, and Height's able to bail out the Riverkings early.
Face off, blocker side of Freshwater. Controlled by Rapids. Lupulin takes a shot, got turned away. Bolducki tries to flip it down in the corner in front of the beer garden. Big crowd on hand tonight, beer garden, and then stands across the way. So if you want to come on down, if you are in Rapids, come on down, have a good time. Always good hockey played at the Southwood County Recreation Center as Rapids plays a puck into their offensive zone. This puck comes up, hit from behind by Lupulin, no penalty being called. Let him play on. Puck tied up in the corner is trying to get the puck up and out of the zone, and Express are able to do that as Rapids will have to regroup. Oliver Bullock sends a puck all the way down, played by Freshwater. He slows it up, leaves it for his teammate. I do believe that was Brendan Wolf. Puck comes up neutral ice. Hunter Raffert, Whitehead, Ilian tries to clear it into the zone. He cannot. Puck still sliding loose to the blue line of the Express. Try to bump it up into the Rapids zone, which they do. Rapids picks it up. Hunter Raffert near side. Tries to send it across ice. He cannot as Raffert has to go back, play it. Skates behind the goal. Backhand pass up to Diamond. His collision in the far corner. We play on. No penalty. Under 16 to go. First period. Picking it up is Riverkings. As that was Hogan McNeish. And now we got a whistle. As stoppage of play. 15:51 left to go. First period. No score between Rapids and the Northwest Express.
Yeah, the Express have come steaming out the blocks here, and I think a key for them will be are they able to maintain this intensity, that rapid forecheck and the playing the body at every turn, and are the Riverkings going to be able to sort of weather this opening barrage by the Express?
Now that may be one thing that the Express noticed in watching tape the last handful of games is that it's been Rapids had some slow starts the last few weeks, so it'll be interesting to see if that's something that they try to exploit and how much Rapids has maybe changed how they start, a different philosophy of how they start games, as there's a puck sent up into the zone, into the Northwest zone end of the ice, and no icing was the call. They let them play on. I think that's a pretty clear point to this game so far. Is up the middle of the sheet of ice goes Lundbohm. Shot, turned, missed. Wide open opportunity by Otis Burge. Burge is the leading point getter for the Express so far in the playoffs as he sends one in, and that gets covered by Height. Another stoppage of play. 15:11 left to go in the first period. No score between the Express and Riverkings.
Yeah, the Riverkings, you got to be awake. You got to be sort of with your guy. It's got to be man on man, sort of really intense, sort of high pressure game, and you can't afford to lose a prolific scorer like Burge in front of the net like that.
Burge, he had 3 goals in the last series against the Blue Ox, so he's someone you got to really account for, but there's a whole bunch of very potent sticks out on the ice there for the Express as there's a cover by Freshwater. 15:01 left to go in the first period. As you look at the regular season, Preston Lundbohm, he came in with 82 points. That's a whole mess of points, 29 goals, 53 assists. With Harrison Browning, 40 games played, and he shot 37 goals with 38 assists for 75 points. That's outstanding numbers.
Yeah, there's a couple of really big guns on this Express team, and key for the Riverkings to really sort of snuff them out.
Rapids had an opportunity in the low slot, but picked up and turned away by the defense of the Express as they're trying to mount some offense. Puck comes skating through the slot. No real possession by either team yet. Tied up in the corner on the near side. A little screened out by the boards here. He's battling back and forth up to neutral ice as the puck sent up ahead. Tudich, as it's a pretty even number. Race for the puck, sent to the corner. Denty will get there first. Is played behind the goal. The Rapids has to get back on defense. Aguilera comes up, skating through the defense. Shot from the far side. That got turned away by the Rapids defense. I believe that was Lupulin. Shot from the near side. That got turned away by Height. Up to neutral ice again. Known Tudich sends it up behind the goal of the Express. Tudich plays the body up against the boards. Big hit. No call on that. Letting him play on as Wolf comes up the near side. That'll be the Wolf with 1F. Dylan Wolf. As the puck comes around the goal. and sent right up ahead, no touch, but there's no icing called either as the puck comes near side around the boards. Bolduc sends it in, redirect just wide of the crossbar as Rapids sends it back down. Behind the goal is Allstrand, high slot, picked up by the defense. Perfect opportunity for Rapids, they just couldn't connect. Possible high stick, that's get whistled off, and then there's an offsides against the Express. 13:21 left to go in the first period. No score between the Express and the Riverkings, and the Express out shooting Rapids 6-1.
Yeah, I think the best way to describe this opening frame is frantic. I think for the Riverkings, just a bit, you're chasing the play a little bit too much. Really got to calm yourself down and just sort of build your game.
Neutral ice face-off, controlled by Rapids. Oliver Bullock sends it up half ice. Picked up by the Express, they send it back down. Dylan Wolf, drop pass to Birch. Birch sends it back into the corner. Rapids kind of swiping at the puck. Sent back down to the blue line where Lynch, cross ice pass, sent in behind the goal. Picked up again by Rapids. Bolduc to Anderson. Anderson chips it up to Emil Absfelder. Allstrand picks it up. One-on-one opportunity. Come up near side. Gets around the defense. Tries to stuff it home. Puck is loose and corralled and covered by Freshwater. Stoppage of play. 12:41 left to go. First period. No score. Still at the Southwood County Recreation Center.
Hooking penalty coming up on number 11 of the Express, Preston Winkler, and this provides a great opportunity for the Riverkings to sort of change how the game's been playing and sort of build some momentum for themselves.
We will see how that goes for the Riverkings as we are 7 minutes, 19 seconds in. And Rapids on the first power play of the game. Rapids had that face-off come to the glove side of Freshwater. Schweitzer behind the goal, sends it back out to Anderson, back down to Schweitzer. Up front, Absfelder, Allstrand to the slot. But just not enough time to get there as Tudich had to skate through, and Rapids has to reset. Leave pass for Absfelder, centering pass to Tudich, can't quite get there, held in by Allstrand. Anderson, far side, backhand pass, couldn't quite get there to Absfelder. Has to send it back around. Tudich battling down low, puck picked up by Schweitzer behind the goal. Near side to Absfelder. Absfelder skating with it out to the blue line, cross ice to Anderson. Anderson, Absfelder playing out quite a bit as the defense. Aggressive forecheck as Rapids trying to hold the zone. They cannot. Express clear it as there's 1:04 left to go on the skater advantage for Rapids. 11:42 left to go in the first period. Rapids skating up the ice as Absfelder skates in. Drop pass again to Denty. Denty sends it around the boards to Anderson. Near side Schweitzer. Get off the ice as Absfelder. Puck comes around the boards and it gets held up neutral ice by Lucas Whitehead with 40 seconds left to go on the skater advantage. Just one shot so far as we're nearly half a period in the books in game one of the round 2 of these USPHL playoffs. Is 2 whiffs on the same puck right in the slot, and it finally gets cleared again by the Express. Whitehead picks it up at the far corner in his own zone. Drop pass back against the boards to Oliver Bullock. 16 seconds to go. Denty skating, brings it up into the zone. Pass to himself, off the boards. Try to center it, loses possession behind the goal. Puck comes around. Jake Bryceland back into the game, first time tonight. He drops the puck. Penalties over, even strength. And that's that as Rapids unable to convert on that skater advantage with a nice blocker save at the last second by Freshwater. Shot, that goes wide of the mark from Bolduc. To the far side, shot from the far side by Bryceland. That's stopped by Freshwater, excuse me, as puck comes back around. 10:20 left to go, first period, no score between the Express and Riverkings. Shots are evening up now, however, 6-4 as puck comes flying out of Cooper's hands for Rapids. Denty picks up the puck, sends it back down, and Rapids gets a line change. Go rather quickly here as the Express, they're charging back up the ice. Michaela Ilian picks up the puck. Shamil Luflin, Hunter Raffert as Rapids starts to move back up. Ilian gets the puck short, and it gets poke checked away by Freshwater. Outstanding job as he's down, and he had to stop for a second as they got a stoppage of play with an icing against the Express. 9:43 left to go in the first period as we get another face-off coming into the Express end of the ice.
Despite not being able to convert, I mean, I like that shift by that power play unit. They were, rather than usually they sort of catch it and wait, there was a catch and a bit of movement and some urgency to the play, and I like that first shift by the power play on both pairings.
Had to exchange the puck as that one got a big chunk hanging out of it. So we'll get a new piece of rubber, and we'll play on here as there's a face-off to the blocker side of Freshwater. 9:40 to go, first period. Puck controlled by the Express. Nice collision in front of the Express bench. No penalty on that. That's clean play. The puck comes up, bouncing into the Express zone. With her right now is McNeish. He sends it out to the slot. Ilian with it, turned away by the defense. Good sliding block there by the Express. I believe that was number 9, Themis. The shot comes in, and now it's gloved by Freshwater, and we got another stoppage. 9:11 left to go in this first period of the first game of the second round of the playoffs.
Nice play by Garcia there to step up on the Northwest Express player, because that was highlighted before the game. I mean, they look to get that cross ice pass to the weak side winger, just driving up the ice, and Garcia does well to step up on that player.
Face off to the glove side of Freshwater. That's controlled by the Express, flipped up and all the way down the ice, but now it's touched up and covered by Height, as he didn't cover it cleanly the first time, and then he covered it right away, so that made the Express bench a little upset, but he still covered it. It's
that
the way it goes.
That 1 millisecond, you never know what sort of difference that can make.
Especially when people are 10 feet away. But whatever, we'll play on. 9 minutes left in the first period. No score at Southwood County Recreation Center. Face off to the blocker side of Height as puck goes around the boards. Wolf with 2 Fs comes in, sends a shot from the boards. Bouncing puck turned away. Shot blocked again by the Rapids defense. Tudich uses the boards. He's flanked by Schweitzer. Tudich carries it in, tries to hit. Schweitzer screaming up the slot. Now there's a whistle. There's another penalty coming up against the Express for interference.
Yeah, just a really clear penalty there. Tudich just trying to wiggle his way through Underhill, I believe that is, and just see sort of just grabbing and holding a bit too much, and the interference is called there.
Wouldn't that technically be a valley, Underhill?
Oh, he tried it. Yeah.
I try to make intellectual jokes every once in a while. And they're not good, but they're still intellectual.
Sharp as always.
Yeah, sharp as a bad butter knife, my friend. So interference is the call. Rapids on their second power play, in about 5 minutes time. So see what Rapids can do this. Go around as Allstrand cross ice pass to Anderson. He's got to slow her up, get possession, drop pass to Obsfelder. He starts skating through the defense, carries it up into the zone, takes a shot, turned away by number 11. That's Preston Winkler. He had the first penalty for the Express, and now he's on this penalty kill. Schweitzer tries to send it up. That forecheck is something. Tried to stuff it home. The Schweitzer puck comes back out, blue line. Obsfelder skates in, turned away by the defense. That defense is playing tough for the Express as they clear the zone. Back down the sheet of ice. Rapids goes with 1:11 left to go in the skater advantage for the Riverkings. Obsfelder comes up the near side, breaks into the zone. Burge clears it. Rapids has to reset. Obsfelder, Allstrand. Back to Obsfelder at his own blue line. Less than a minute to go in the power play for Rapids. Allstrand picks it up about half ice. Goes around near side. Skates behind the goal line. Sends it back out. Held in by Whitehead at the blue line. Allstrand stop, get down low, Tudich out front, Whitehead skating, gets to the circle, Allstrand shot, turned away by the defense. As Liebold was there. Nice job blocking shots before they can get into Freshwater for the Express. Doing well for that. 7 minutes to go, first period. 23 seconds left to go in the power play for Rapids. Anderson back to Tudich. Shot by Tudich. That's wide of the mark. Held in by Allstrand. He sends it back around the boards. Schweitzer gets there with 10 seconds to go. Skater advantage. Anderson out front to Whitehead. Allstrand near side. Shot just over the crossbar. This puck bounces loose, and that's chipped up ahead and out of the zone by Harrison Browning. That's the end of the second power play for Wisconsin Rapids. No score between the teams with 6.5 to go, first period. Shots are even, however, 7-7 as Rapids starts to move again. Boldick takes it up the far side, just chips it into the zone. Express trying to clear it right back out. Noah Diamond holds the zone, sends it right back down. Ilian moving in close. It gets sent right back around the boards as here come the Express trying to get behind the Rapids defense. They cannot. About three-quarter ice shot comes in, and that gets covered by Height. Stoppage play, 5:59 to go, first period. No score here in Wisconsin Rapids, but Express, they got a 8-7 shot advantage.
Yeah, the Express have been blocking shots, and it's that desire to play hard. Are you willing to put that body on the line and try and get a result?
Face off to the blocker side of Height. Controlled by Rapids. Lutfelin tried to feed it between the skates of Diamond. He couldn't quite do it. There's Raffert skating with it. Diamond. Hogan McNeish carries it up near side. He bounces it near side boards in front of the Express bench. Puck batted around behind the goal as the Express now try to break it out with 5.5 to go, first period. Aguilar comes up and he loses an edge. I don't think there's a penalty on that. Express aren't happy with that, but I think he just lost an edge on that personally as Rapids has the puck. Comes up. Center ice, comes up in the slot, tried to clear it by the Express. Great job doing that, but held in by McNish. Skating in, Diamond. He gets knocked down coming into the slot. No call on that. As puck comes right back down as there's a race for it, and it's covered by Height. 5:02 left to go, first period. No score, still in Wisconsin Rapids between the Express and Riverkings.
Yeah, it's sort of a bit tentative. I mean, when you see those Express guys just getting a little bit behind, there was Lutfelin there, and there's Aguilera just sort of using his speed to try and split the defense. You sort of heart's in your mouth a little bit, and the Riverkings able to sort of hold off the Express.
Blocker side face off to Height. Controlled by the Express. Sending the puck behind the goal. As Bryceland drops the stick. Shot. Big save and rebound there for Rapids. As Bryceland did a great job running some interference on there, preventing any opportunities back at Height. As the puck comes back in the Rapids zone. Williams gets into the game. First time I've seen his number out there tonight. As Liebold picks up the puck. Birch leading the way up to Birch. Puck goes behind the goal. Picked up by Rapids. Whitehead drop past Boldick. Up ahead to Williams. Williams chipped up into neutral ice. Bryceland can't quite get there. There's 4:10 left to go in the first period. No score still as Williams is able to touch it. No icing as Winkler's able to get there. For the Express, send it back up. Neutral ice touched up. Sent back down into the Rapids zone. Collision along the far boards. Puck sent back around as Johnson getting there first. Williams playing a little bit back on the defense. Centering attempt. That was to nobody but a River King. That was Jake Bryceland picking it up. Bryceland connects with the official as the puck still slides back into the corner. Diamond trying to get it. His stick was held up a little bit. No penalty, however. Don't think there should have been one either as we play on. 3.5 to go, first period. I would say Rapids is doing a good job controlling the puck. They're just having a hard time getting pucks through to Freshwater as the defense has been playing outstanding for the Express. Coming up, Underhill. Gets the puck poked away. Now it's Lynch. He skates into the blue line. Shot. That's turned around by the Rapids defense. They're up to the task as well. 2-2 opportunity. Tudich trying to get around the defense. Come through the slot. Picked up by Schweitzer. Blocked by the skates. I believe that was Braden Starchota. And that is now cleared back into the Rapids zone. No icing, 2:50 to go. First period, no score. Centering attempt, nobody home for the Express. Rapids missed. They got lucky on that one as Denty skates up into the zone, battling with the puck. And that's picked up again by the Express as they clear it right back out. Into the zone is Burge. Burge trailed by Browning. Rapids being very cognizant of where he is. Center attempt. Oh, that gets turned away by the Rapids defense from behind the goal as it comes back out neutral ice. Winkler brings the puck up. Intended for number 14, that's Harrison Brown, and as he tries to stuff one home, that gets turned away by Height. 2:10 left to go. As down goes Raffert, and there's another penalty coming up on the Express for a trip. I believe that will be the call, and it will either way be a penalty coming up against the Express.
Yeah, Winter there is just sort of maybe, up for grabs. I think the Express, they have to be more disciplined. You can't keep on giving the Riverkings these sort of chances on the power play. Just eventually they'll make you pay, and just the discipline needs to be addressed now for the Express.
You kind of took the words out of my mouth, my friend. You can't keep giving the Riverkings chances. One of these times they're going to bury one and take the lead, but we'll see if it's this time. 2:04 left to go on the skater advantage for Rapids. With just about the rest of the period they can finish out on the power play as Rapids gets whistled for offsides. 1:54 left to go, first period. 1:49 left to go on the skater advantage.
Yeah, and Obstfelder's been all over these past two power plays, and I think his ability to get in this game and feel the puck is gonna really dictate whether the Riverkings are able to get a result. I mean, he's such an important presence both physically and on the offensive side, and he'll be key to generating any offense for the Riverkings.
Face off at neutral ice, controlled by Northwest at first, but now Rapids gets the puck into the zone, but they can't hold it as they get to reload here with about a minute and a half left to go on the skater advantage for the Riverkings. Far side, leave pass from Allstrand to Anderson. Anderson brings it up near side. As he slams on the brakes, sends it back out to Allstrand as the defense really giving some trouble as Tudich gets the puck behind the goal. Sent back out, Anderson, as they try to establish what their offense wants to do. Allstrand shot just over the crossbar. Shot, and that's turned away by the defense. Boy, are they playing tough. Allstrand down to the circle. Schweitzer, he can't quite get it there as the defense did a good job blocking again. With just a minute left to go in the period and 53 seconds left to go in the power play for Rapids. Rapids getting one last real organized push here to go as far side. Bryceland trying to get a speed. He does, gets into the zone. Puck gets poked away as the puck comes up, held in by Denty. Down to Bryceland. Bryceland, nice little drop pass to Denty. Shot. Oh. And a goal! Wow. There's a hole in your goalie, Northwest, and Rapids takes a 1-0 lead.
That was absolutely brilliant. I mean, Bryson able to sort of use his body and protect the puck, and then nice little bump to Cooper, and Cooper brilliantly finds Denty, and Denty's able to quickly get it on the backhand and pass Freshwater.
That was something, as you could kind of see it going as Bryceland, he was able to get a nice pass right on the doorstep to Denty to bury it on the backhand, and that is how Rapids takes a 1-0 lead on a power play goal, which is 38 seconds left in the period.
Yeah, Denty does brilliantly there to sort of take that pass from Cooper on the backhand and then just carry it a bit to get Freshwater out of position and loft it into the top of the net.
Yeah, Denty, second goal of the playoffs and 20th of the season, as Rapids doesn't appear to be done yet. Bryceland with an assist. And Cooper with an assist. 19:22, time of the goal. Power play goal, that is, as the puck comes up into the Express end, and they're just going to kill the puck, as that is one period in the books here at the Southwood County Recreation Center. And it is Wisconsin Rapids 1, Northwest Express nothing. This really, the only thing to really tell you is Rapids got a power play goal, 19:22 into the first period. Just a few seconds left, and That's the difference as Rapids goes into the locker room with a 1-0 lead. At the first period, Ryland Freshwater, he has stopped 7 of 8. And Dominic Kite has stopped 10 of 10. So we're going to take a step out here, get a new sheet of ice, play some games, and we'll be back here for the second period here on Full Hockey and Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. And welcome back here to the Southwood County Recreation Center, where we are just moments away from the start of the second period of the first game of round 2 of the playoffs here in Wisconsin Rapids. They're defending home ice to this point with a 1-0 lead over the Northwest Express. That one goal came right at the very bitter end of that period when Franco Denti scored at 19:22 with assists to Jake Bryceland and Bryce Cooper on the power play to give Rapids the 1-0 lead. Rapids goalie Dominic Hite 10 for 10 on shots and saves, whereas Ryland Freshwater made 7 of 8. So, Rory, you got the lead. You gave Rapids a few too many opportunities on the power play, but what do you expect going into this second period?
I think for the Riverkings, you're going to want to sort of be more wary of that chip that these Express like to play. They got that defenseman sort of swinging around the net, and they'll look to fire it to the weak side. I think you want to be able to jump on that guy quickly and be disciplined as a defenseman to not jump in that play too often and sort of protect that blue line. And I think for the Express, it's got to be discipline of a different kind. I think you got to stay out of the box. I mean, the box sort of killed them there, and Denti's able to finish in front of Freshwater. And I think for the Express, you gotta find a way out of your hole by playing even strength. And I think on the even strength side, it was quite even, and they were able to edge out on the chances side of it.
Well, we are underway where the Riverkings are going from my right to the left, and the Express going from my left to the right. Of course, the Express wearing their road blacks with blue, white, and gray trim, as Rapids are wearing their home white sweaters with blue breezers and white socks with green and blue trim as well. As Rapids comes up into neutral ice, Denti with it, breaks it into the zone, takes a shot, turned away by Freshwater. As puck comes around the boards, Schweitzer stops, gets it poked away, picking it up in back of the goal was Brendan Wolf. Wolf with 2 Fs. Gotta make that a little clear as there's 2 Wolves on this, and 1 or 2 shy of a pack, I guess you could say, as the puck comes in the Rapids zone. Just can't quite clear it as Lindholm. He got pushed off the puck. Denti, he clears his own. Big hit! Big hit on the far side as Tudich has the puck. Tries to jam it home. Short range. That's stopped by Freshwater. This is beauty of playoff hockey, is big hits. And they let him play as Schweitzer just misses the top shelf, hits the corner into the netting. Stoppage of play, 18:48 left to go, second period, 1-0 Rapids, and that's an opportunity you wish you could have gotten that second goal.
Yeah, definitely. Schweitzer, he had a bit of space there and just, I think it hit the sort of knob of Freshwater stick. He's sort of unable to place it perfectly in that top left corner, and really good opportunity goes amiss there.
Yeah, you're right. It probably did hit the sticks. I didn't hear the infamous clang that you hear so often when it hits the pipes. But either way, that face-off on the blocker side of Freshwater, controlled by Rapids. Rutflin, he gets a puck poked away and out of the zone as Raffert gets there first, skates behind his goal, sends it back up. Marcus Anderson up ahead to Felix Allstrand as gets the puck poked away. 18.5 left to go in this second period. Rutflin tries to send it through the slot. Nobody there except for Express players. As Express break it back out, send the puck back down around the end, and there is a stoppage of play. I believe it's going to be an icing, as they're going to have a face-off in the Express zone.
Yeah, I was a bit unsure about that one, and I think there you just see sort of Lutflin's a bit overeager to play that offensive side. You see one too many handles, and the Express, I mean, they played quite high on that point and were able to snatch it, and Raffert smartly sort of drops back a little bit to pacify any opportunity. But I think it's really key for these defensemen with Beauchamp out. I mean, he's such a big presence, and with Beauchamp out, you got to be smart on the defensive end and sort of put that offensive side of your mind in the back.
Trying to figure out what's going on here as Express are arguing something with the officiating crew. And we'll figure this out here in a moment. Probably nothing too much that the announcer will broadcast, but not the PA announcer, that is. But we'll see. We'll get playing here in a minute. As man, winter sports, they're winding down, buddy.
Yeah, it's all coming to a close really quickly, and obviously, your wrestling season ended last weekend with the Rapids man coming out on top, and I imagine it's all. Basketball must be finishing up quite soon, and
Yep. Next weekend is the girls' state tournament in high school, and the weekend after the boys.
Yep.
So that's winding down, and actually on Monday, track and field practice starts.
Oh, wow.
For the high schools, it starts Monday.
Hopefully it doesn't snow for them, because that'll be a.
Well, we do indoor up here.
Oh, okay.
For
Nice.
the first few weeks, they do indoors. So
Yeah.
that a lot of times they play them or they do those meets at college universities.
Right, gotcha.
Lincoln has an indoor track that they can utilize, but it's kind of a neat thing. I've never really been too big into track, but I'll take my hockey for another few weeks if I can get it. As face off to the blocker side of Freshwater. And it's cleared all the way down by the Express for another icing. 18:06 left to go, second period.
Yeah, Wolf sort of stretches out his stick and to sort of say I made it there first, and the ref wasn't having much of it.
Yeah, they're letting them play, but they're not taking any of that, any guff, I'll say it that way.
No.
I could say it other ways, but I'm on the air and I don't want to lose my job. But with that, face-off blocker side of Freshwater, and that's controlled, well, kicked out of the zone. Then right now, here's Express opportunity. Shot turned away by Height. Big rebound, but Rapids gets there first as they almost get the puck out of the zone. Almost had a break out of their own, and it's getting pretty close too as Absfelder cross ice to Anderson. Drop pass Allstrand, who's got a stick in his face, and that's turned away by the Express. And Express, they narrowly avoided a big bad opportunity for Rapids as Freshwater trying to cover the puck, cannot get there. Collision on the far side. They're tied up in there. They're two players are way back behind. Rapids trying to get out of there. Express trying to get out of there too, and they finally do. So it's been 4-on-4 for a couple seconds as Allstrand can't quite have the puck sit on his end as the puck comes up into the Rapids bench. Stoppage of play. 17:08 left to go, second period. Rapids leading 1-0.
Massive sigh of relief there for the Riverkings. I mean, Height's played great so far. He's made two massive saves on breakaway opportunities and called upon again and does well, and that's where you need the brain to be switched on at all times, and the Express will jump on any opportunity they're given, and that's when you really got to
face-off.
put that defensive mind in front.
Face-off set at center ice, controlled by the Express. Didn't mean to cut you off there, Rory.
No problem.
As puck sent in center ice by Chevy Alexander, gloved by Freshwater. Now the Express break out, trying to break out at least. As McNeish giving pressure as down goes one of the Express players. Number 9, I believe that was. That was Alexander Thems, excuse me. As McNish near far side, centering for Ilian. Ilian drop pass, tried to get it to McNish, and just couldn't get there as Ilian with the puck. Chevy Alexander gets it near side, and he sends it down as Rapids chasing after it. Picking up there first is Eli Underhill as he sends it up to Johnson, and the puck bounces right in front of the Rapids bench. Puck came up, and it's covered up by Ilian, and there's some pushing and shoving, and there's going to be McNish going in the penalty box for Rapids' first penalty of the game.
Yeah, and McNeish is such a big killer on these Riverkings, and sort of just right in front of the net, just taking a few jabs at the Express man, something someone of his experience really sort of shouldn't be doing, and now the Express have a good opportunity. I mean, they've got a couple of big weapons on this power play, and they'll look to capitalize here.
Now, 3:45, time of the penalty. First power play opportunity for the Express. Glove side of Height. Rapids just trying to get this busted out. As tying it up behind the goal is Whitehead. As he's tying it up there, squirts out of there as Bolduc sends it the length of the ice as they effectively kill maybe 15-20 seconds of the power play. 15:56 left to go, second period. And about 1:35 left to go on the power play as Browning takes it up near side, and that gets poked away by Whitehead. Puck finds a little bit of water on the ice, and now the Express trying to set this up. Browning behind the goal, back to Browning, up front, Lumboom. As the puck goes wide of the mark, shot, big save there by Height with his shoulder. That was outstanding save for the young man wearing white and blue. As Browning skates behind the goal, Rapids Bulldog pokes it away. That puck's following that official as the puck goes all the way around and down. Rapids kills it again, under a minute left to go in the power play for the Express. 15-10 left to go in the second period. Rapids still leading 1-0. Rapids a little more aggressive on this forecheck as Raffert backhands it all the way down, and giving chase is Denty. He can't get there as the Express are going to give an opportunity here with about 37 seconds left, barring Rapids clearing it some more. Browning skates it up into the zone, and he's getting tied up right away with Garcia. Garcia's tying that up in the corner. Denty, he hits it all the way back down, and that'll be 20 seconds left on the skater advantage as they're running out of time here. They maybe got one more good push as there's a big collision in front of the Rapids bench. Diamond has it, and he sends it all the way down. That should effectively kill this power play for the Express. Rapids did a good job on that, keeping the puck away, and Height, he did the rest with that heck of a save. As puck comes up, drop pass for Wolf, cross ice pass to the slot, turned away by the defense. Rapids starting to break out of it as Garcia up to Denty. Denty chips it up to Diamond. Diamond gets it, breaks it in the zone, skating to the slot, pass up. Oh, he couldn't quite hit Garcia. Rapids still has it. Garcia sends it in. Bouncing puck. Freshwater can't get it. Wolf with 2 Fs. Gets there first, clears it out of the way. And the puck comes up neutral ice. Big hit far side by Elian as he gets the puck back up, pass it up to Denty. Denty still has it. Bounce pass off the boards to Elian. He's going behind the goal. Skates it out to the point. Luflin shot blocked by the defense. And that was nearly a breakout opportunity as Rapids was there defensively. And the puck gets chipped up into the netting. 13:28 left to go in this second period. Rapids still leading 1-0.
Yeah, the Express are so ready to jump on those pucks, just sort of 50-50 chances, and I think the Riverkings, you got to be more switched on in the defensive end. I mean, you can't really afford to be jumping up in plays with the 1-goal advantage as they are right now, and I think they really just got to sort of calm down on the defensive side of things.
Face off at neutral ice, hit one of the Express players in looks to be a very sensitive location. He's having a hard time getting off the ice as puck comes all the way down on the Rapids end. No icing is the call, letting them play on. I can't really argue too much with that. So puck's behind the goal. I mean, I might argue with the Express score, however, but puck comes up, lifted up into neutral ice. Anderson's there, chips it back to Bolduc. Bolduc skates far side. He's flanked by Anderson and Upsfelder. Bolduc still has it. Nobody in the slot. Rapids trying to get in position. Upsfelder sends it back down. Anderson, he gets pushed off the puck. Puck still loose. Down goes Anderson. Big hit by Bolduc. Still, puck is still in the zone. Anderson gets loose. Upsfelder in the slot. Drop pass back to the blue line. Bolduc shot right into the glove of Freshwater. 1-2-3-4 left in the second period. 12:34. Rapids up 1-0.
Yeah, you don't see that too often. I mean, good little bit of play there by the Riverkings, and I think you see that sort of adjustment they've made with that F3 sort of staying really high and sort of prevent that chip and go offense the Express are looking to jump on, and I think be interesting to see how much this changes the dynamic of the game.
Well, face-off coming to the glove side of Freshwater. Rapids, they're playing a little more energized to start this second period than they did that first period. Not that they played horribly either, but just a little more pep in the step, if you want to call it that. 12.5 to go, second period. Rapids still leading 1-0. Puck comes near side. Express trying to play it up. I believe that was Wolf with 2 Fs. Plays it up. Express clear the zone. Tudich, a little bit of physicality there. Underhill backhands it into the zone. Browning, first one there, bothering Whitehead with it. Whitehead drop pass into the corner. He loses the puck. Now it's Bolduc playing the body in that far corner. Down goes Bolduc as he beating up around Preston Lundbohm. And the puck comes loose. 3-2, Rapids clears it, shot, big save by Freshwater. There's one of the Express just threw his stick at it, but there's a penalty coming up against Wisconsin Rapids.
I believe it's going to be Bolduc. I think the stick that went in the air was as a result of Bolduc, and I think that's where we got our penalty.
I think that's, I was wondering that too, because I'm thinking there's no way an Express player just threw it.
Yeah.
I would never expect that from the Express.
No, and I'd imagine that would also be a penalty.
Unsportsmanlike?
Something along those lines. I think Bolduc there, I mean, he does well to jump in that one, and Tudic he's got a great opportunity there, and Freshwater does well.
Well, that explains it. A hook penalty. That'll do it. As the Express, I'm going to say the same way. You can't give the Express that many opportunities on the power play and not expect for them to cash in. And I hope I just didn't call it like I did the last time I said it. To knock on wood. As Rapids, they win that face-off. That was to the glove side of Height. Shot, big rebound, turned away by Height as Rapids tried to clear it, and they did, but into the netting. So there will be another face-off, I believe, in the Rapids zone.
Height's been excellent so far, and I think what a real key is how are the defense going to play without Beauchamp. I mean, he soaks up a lot of minutes. He's able to be a really dependable player for the Riverkings, and I think now it just gives some guys some opportunities to sort of step up, and also gives the Express at the same time an opportunity as the Riverkings are missing a big body.
Face-off coming to the blocker side of Height. Controlled by the Express, and good job holding the zone by Liebold. And Rapids clears it as Wolf with 2 Fs comes up. First as Freshwater, he plays it the other way. He plays that up to Caleb Birch. Birch along the far side as Alexander comes near side, sneaking toward the slot, misses the mark. As the Express, they reload here, a minute and a half approximately left to go in the power play. 10:54 left to go in the second period. Wolf, 2 Fs, shot from the point, redirected up into the netting, almost could have gone up into the loft. That's the most people I've seen in the loft all season.
Yeah, it's packed.
Other than the pep band being up there, which hopefully will be around tomorrow for hopefully Rapids' last game of this series. But we'll see. Is got a stoppage of play. 10:49 left to go. Second period. Minute 15 left to go, and the skater advantage for the Express.
And I think a really key thing here is for the Riverkings penalty kill to not collapse too far. You saw in that first power play they collapse a bit too far, and the opportunities started coming. I'm liking that these guys are a bit higher up.
Browning top of the circle on the near side. Shot, that's blocked away by the defense, and here we go with Cooper as he just skates it down, sends it in on goal. A little bounce, and Freshwater had to drop down to the butterfly to stop it. Those weird bounces, I've seen that over the years. That could have been trouble. Freshwater's a good goalie, but I don't care how good you are when there's a weird bounce. Weird things happen. As the Express get the puck back down. That was held in by Harrison Browning. Across near side, Preston Lundbohm. Out to the point. Underhill shot way in back of the goal. I know that's one they want back. On the Express, there's 10 minutes left to go. 30 in the period, 30 seconds left to go. Skater advantage. Nice pass through the slot, but too sharp of an angle. They can't get a shot off. Underhill near side, looking for a pass. That's turned around by the defense. Rapids clears his own by Cooper. As Tudic giving chase. 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Rapids on the verge of killing off another one. 10:38 left to go in this second period. Nice hip check on the far side, and we are back at full strength as Ilian can't quite come up with it. He would have been behind the defense, and now he's in the corner, hitting it around. Shot, big rebound shot. Behind the goal, stuff home attempt. Puck still loose, trying to stuff it home's Rapids, and then there's a stoppage of play. There's some pushing and shoving behind the goal. Upsfelder, Alien, they're into it as they're trying to break it up. We'll see if there's any penalties called. I don't think there should be. If there is, there should be matching, but they're talking it out, hugging it out, having some pretty good conversation. Trying to find out any good places to hang out after the game. As there's still some pushing and shoving going on, and I think someone's going to be going. I think there's going to be some people going to the box.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, Aguilera just sort of jumped straight into Obsterfelder's lap there, just right after that play up tight with Freshwater, and it looks like Ilian will be.
Yep, slash.
Doesn't
2 minutes.
Doesn't look like it's going to be coincidental,
Yep.
which is interesting.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you start there with Aguilera just jumping into Obsterfelder, and we'll go back to what you said with it giving the Express too many opportunities on that power play. Eventually, they're gonna find one. I mean, I like how they were planning Burgee, the big man right in front of Height and giving him some trouble. And
I like the head official. She really gets things going out there. No wasting time. Let's play some hockey.
yeah,
That's
no
the way
nonsense.
I like it.
No nonsense at all.
I like it. Let's play some puck, man. Let's have a good time. As there's a third power play of the period for the Express. And third in pretty quick succession, 7 minutes essentially. So it's been almost a 5-minute penalty here for Rapids. And if you want to narrow it down like that, as Rapids, they have an opportunity as the puck hits Bryceland. He's behind the defense, skating in, and he can't hold on to it, poked away by Freshwater. And there is Rapids' good opportunity there as everybody gets on side for the Express. Humbaum skating through the slot, being pushed wide by Whitehead as he ties it up in the corner. 8:50 to go, second period. 1:30 left to go in the skater advantage for the Express. Coming back out, Underhill, back down, back behind the goal. Zlumbaum backhands it back to Wolf with 1F. Browning backs it to Wolf with 1F. Shot to the slot. That's poked away, and there's a potential for a one-on-one, but slowing up, Obsfelder's Rapids tries to get a line change, and they clear it with about 1 minute left to go in the power play for the Express. Freshwater nearly gets that poked away at the top of the crease. That could have been real big trouble as Denty plays the body far side, and Rapids clears it again. Obsfelder wincing a little bit going to the bench. Birch sends it around the boards. Boldick's going to get there with Wolf with 1F. And now we have a setup here with the Express. A shot over the crossbar around the boards. 32 seconds left to go on the power play for the Express. 7:45 left to go in the period. Second period, that is. This puck tied up far corner by Boldick. Boldick trying to poke it out. He nearly does. Schweitzer, he swipes at it. Can't quite get it to go. Is trying to center it there. Browning shot and a goal. That's why you got to stop the penalties, Rapids. And Browning ties it up with 10 seconds left to go on the power play.
Browning with his fourth point of these playoffs. I mean, he's a big, really big player for these Express offense, and he does well to sort of catch it and just tuck it beneath the glove and over the pad of Height, who's played exceptionally to this point.
Yes, he has, and that's going to be it's going to be interesting to see how Rapids responds to that, because it's been their maybe an over-aggressive play that put them in the spot to have the game tied.
Yeah, I'd say it's really on the Riverkings there. That sort of discipline was gone for a moment, and maybe a tough call there with Ilian, but Express make him pay.
Well, there's that power play as Dylan Wolf and Alexander at 12:35. That is Wolf with 1F. As Tudich gets behind the defense, he's skating in. Opportunity shot, backhand, stopped by Freshwater. He's playing outstanding. The Rapids has had a couple rushes in the last few minutes, and now here's an opportunity for the Express. Trying to stop it, Trafford. He's lifting the stick, and he allows Height to cover it. Got to stop it to play. You go from a rush one way to a rush the other, but Height was up to the opportunity, and that was just outstanding defense by Hunter Rafford.
Absolutely, Rafford does that exceptionally well, just to delay, and ties up the Express man really well. But I want to go back to that Freshwater save brilliantly on Tudich, and just is able to fend it off on that glove side, and Height again does well to jump on that puck, but kudos to Rafford, great effort.
Face off, glove side of Height, controlled by the Express, and I think the Express can smell a little blood in the water as they tie it up after 3 straight penalties by Rapids. As Anderson, he does touch it up, no icing, as Rapids has the puck behind the goal. Battling in the corner. Screened out a little bit, puck pops loose, and that's controlled by Browning, I believe. Excuse me, that's Jacob Alexander, excuse me. As the puck comes back down, and there's an icing against the Express. 6:08 left to go in the second period. 1-1 hockey game, in the good words of Stompin' Tom Connors.
Yeah, I mean, just that goal sort of, I think it was sort of coming for the Express. I mean, they had some great play in the first. I think they sort of led the way in chances created, and I think now it's back to anyone's game.
Face-off, blocker side of Freshwater. Another whistle here, trying to figure out what's going on. They send Alexander out, and they allow Caleb Birch in, going up against Obsfelder. Puck comes back out to the blue line, held in by Garcia. Shot wide of the goal, about 2 feet. Obsfelder tries to send it back around. He goes down to the ice, trying to get it there, I believe. Nice hit against the boards, and that's going to be another penalty against Rapids, as that will be Marcus Anderson going to the box after what will be a boarding call.
Yeah, the discipline is just, you gotta be more responsible with your play. I mean, now it's 4, basically 8 minutes on the kill, and that really starts to take a toll on your defensemen, and you got to be responsible in terms of protecting them and protecting your lead as well. And now it's 1-1 with a great opportunity for the Express to extend.
14:09, time of the penalty, boarding against Marcus Anderson. 2-minute variety as Rapids on the penalty kill yet again, as they won that face-off. That was on the glove side of Height, and that got cleared down. 5:41 left to go. Second period. Man, the Express, they got to be feeling pretty good right now. They could maybe bury another one, and they can just really kind of lock down, but we'll see if they are able to do that as Freshwater stops the puck. Browning picks it up. Underhill, skating neutral ice. Alameda, or Rumble, excuse me, his shot put in. Blocked by Height. Can't hold the zone is the Express, so they've got to reset. Rapids ran a little bit of a interference there, and that worked out as they had to reset. As you got about 1:10 left to go on this power play for the Express. Whitehead with it behind the goal as he sends it all the way down. 4:50 to go. Second period, 1-1 hockey game. Under a minute left to go on the power play. Freshwater, he whiffs on it. Picked up by Diamond. He wasn't able to get a clean stick on it. There's a penalty coming, as there will be another. I think we might be going 4-on-4.
Yeah, and I mean, Freshwater, you really want to put some pressure on him when he's playing the puck. We saw it in a crucial game against Squatch, sort of a bit of pressure, and he throws it to the Squatch man who's able to convert, and I think now it's high pressure game, and I'd say really sort of get a guy on Freshwater, give him some pressure to try and make a decision off of and see what you can get out of him.
2-minute minor cross-checking for Harrison Browning, one of their real potent skaters, as that penalty comes up at 15:24. So we got 4-on-4 for 46 seconds. And then it will be a Rapids power play for about a minute, 15 seconds or so, give or take. Face off to the glove side of Freshwater, and it's controlled by the Express, but now the puck's tied up. Now it comes loose. So just when I say it gets tied up, is Burge. Sends it around the boards, picked up by Allstrand. Cross ice pass, bounce off the boards to Schweitzer. Slams on the brakes. Nice control there. Cross ice to Allstrand. Allstrand stops. Tudich, near side, down low to Schweitzer. Leave pass to Tudich. Gets around a check by one of the Express players. Out front, Obsfelder, shot. Big glove save there by Freshwater. Stoppage play. 3:57 left to go, second period. 6 seconds to go on 4-on-4. So about 1:14 to go for Rapids power play after about 6 seconds. So by math, improving right at the end of the season.
Yeah, nicely done. And Anderson will look to just jump straight into this play and try and make something happen on this sort of minute and 14 left on the power play.
As Absfelder, he can't hold it in the zone as they won that face-off on the glove side. Freshwater, minute 12, power play coming up for Wisconsin Rapids. As Absfelder brings the puck up near side, skates deep, goes around the goal. Trying to get in the proper alignment here is a little bit aggressive forecheck by the Express. Yet again, shot behind the goal, comes around the boards, held in by Allstrand. And that gets lifted out of play. Stoppage here. 3:28 left to go in the second period. 52 seconds left to go in the power play for Wisconsin Rapids, as the officials are not allowing a change for the Express.
Yeah, should be an interesting sort of last 52 seconds. I mean, both of these units must be a little bit tired, and we'll see who's able to capitalize.
Face off, glove side, Freshwater, controlled by Rapids now. Shot, turned away by the defense right in front, hit a skate, and now it's hitting the corner. Absfelder again, cross-ice pass, Allstrand, Anderson, high slot, shot, bounce away, can't hit out of the midair is Schweitzer, 30 seconds left to go. Power play for Rapids. Schweitzer, near side, skating in a little bit, back out to Anderson, top of the circle, spins, loses puck momentarily, centering opportunity, lifted just high by Absfelder. He wants that one back because that top shelf was wide open.
Absolutely. I mean, some great movement by that line, and Absfelder will definitely want that one back. Just a glaring chance that just rockets up into the netting.
Face off, glove side of Freshwater, 19 seconds left to go on the power play, just under 3 minutes left to go in the second period, 1-1 hockey game. Wisconsin Rapids, the Northwest Express. Boy, they're tied up in a good one, and that face-off is controlled by the Express, and that might just about do it for this power play for Rapids. Is behind the goal, Whitehead, pass up to Bolduc, near side, Bryceland getting around to some of the defense with the speed, centering attempt, nobody home, and we're back to even hockey. Puck gets sent down, picked up by Denty skating up the slot, tries to get a shot, and he gets knocked down, no penalty, letting him play on. As Browning skates back out, trying to get an opportunity at a breakout if he can. Bryceland holds the puck in the zone, gets sent down into the corner. Cooper tries to head it down to Denty with 2:10 left to go in the period. Again, even hockey, 1-1 hockey game, as there's some pushing after Freshwater covers up the puck, as Lynch took exception to Denty that is, trying to stuff it home late.
Yeah, the Riverkings just knocking on the door, but they're just missing something. I think there just hasn't been much on the offensive side really on net this period, and really want to sort of address some things going into the locker room in the third.
Oh yeah, I'm sure both teams will be having plenty to address. 2:07 left to go, second period, 1-1 hockey game. Face off to the glove side of Freshwater. Rapids holds zone, Bryceland, bounce pass, back to Cooper. Held the zone is Raffert. As Rapids still holds zone, Bryceland, quick turnover as he gets pushed down, or nearly pushed down, I should say. Puck comes back behind the goal, playing the post real well is Freshwater, as he has all game. Puck comes up to the blue line, Bryceland shot, blockered away by Bryceland, and he covers it behind the goal. 1:38 left to go, second period.
The line of Bryceland and Ilian's been reunited, and they'll be looking to generate as they were just in that brief little spell. A lot of crashing. I mean, their speed is so dangerous, and it really gets the defense on their back feet.
Face off coming, glove side of Freshwater. 1:38 left to go, second period, 1-1 hockey game between Wisconsin Rapids and the Northwest Express. All kinds of Northwest teams that I get to see during the course of the year, and a couple Express teams. So far I've done okay keeping all the towns and names right. Knock on wood for that. So Rapids has the puck, their own end. Diamond can't quite hold on to it. Sends it down behind the goal where it's played by Freshwater. Nish, drop pass, intended for Diamond as he's trying to get there first. Held up by Wolf with 2 Fs. And that's fun because 22 is Dylan Wolf with 1 and 23 is Brendan Wolf with 2. So that's going to be fun to keep track of. as puck gets lifted. No icing with 1 minute left to go in the second period, and the puck gets lifted out of play. 56.7 seconds left to go in this second period, 1-1 hockey game.
Yeah, with 56 seconds left in this one, you just want to knock on wood, no mistakes, and you want to just take your game into the third here and keep an even score and play from there.
Face-off coming to the blocker side of Height, and that gets turned away behind the goal. It's kind of controlled now by the Express. It's coming out to the point, Underhill. Down low to 12, that's Lundbohm. Shot, sharp angled, and that's held on to by Height. Stoppage of play, 43.8 left to go. Second period as officials skate on in there to make sure that the athletes don't start mixing it up, because we still got a whole 20 minutes at least to play after this upcoming intermission.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just in that little sort of play there, just inviting too much pressure for the Riverkings, just letting them sort of set up in an umbrella sort of formation with Lindbaum on that flank, and that's when you got to be wary and you can't let them establish that zone time.
Face off, blocker side, shot, that's gobbled up by Height yet again. Another stoppage of play, 40.7 seconds left.
And again, they're just the same sort of problem, just no energy off that draw. You got to be right at him. You see Browning there with that forehand shot ready, and you got to jump on him as soon as.
Again, same thing happens. This time Browning, he does get pushed to the side. Shot, turned away by the defense. Wolf with 2 Fs. Sends it down the boards, right in front of the beer garden. A pushing and shoving under 30 seconds left in the go in the second period. A couple players fall to the ice, laying on the puck, I think. They're trying to get up there. Officials skating in there saying, hey, get up. I don't know what they can do.
I don't think Whitehead's physically able to.
Yeah, he's not. As out goes the puck with Schweitzer, and there's a 2-1 opportunity. Freshwater, he plays it up. He's lucky with that, because that's twice that Rapids was right there when he played it up. But nothing happens negatively for either side, as there is 2 in the books. And now there's some pushing and shoving as both teams are trying to get to their respective sides, as some one-liners are being expressed. And the officials saying, get off the ice, get out of here, let's get some new ice, and we'll go from there. Not a lot going on in that second period other than penalties. Wisconsin Rapids, they had 1, 2, 3, 4. The Express had 1, and that's pretty fair by my estimation, seeing how the teams played. The Express, they just played a little bit cleaner, and they made Rapids pay, as 12:35 was when Harrison Browning lit the lamp on the power play, as there's Dylan Wolf and Jacob Alexander on the assists, and that is how we have a 1-1 hockey game going into the third period. In that second period, excuse me, there were 10 shots taken in on Dominic Height, where he made 9 saves, so he's got 19 saves through 2 periods. And Rylan Freshwater, he has officially saved 21 as he stopped 14 of 14 shots in that second period. So we're going to take a step out here, play a couple games, get a new sheet of ice. We'll be back here for the third period of Game 1 of the USPHL Round 2 playoffs. And we're back here and just moments away from the start of the third period. Game 1 of the second round of the USPHL playoffs, where Wisconsin Rapids and the Northwest Express, they're locked up in a good 1-1. That first period, Rapids led 1-1 after 1, or 1-0 after 1. Franco Denti lit the lamp at 19:22 on the power play. Jake Bryceland and Bryce Cooper on the assists, and then the second period, another power play goal is Jake Browning, along with Dylan Wolf and Jacob Alexander on the power play again. And they tied it up, and that's how we're sitting 1-1, as the goalies are playing well. As Ryland Freshwater, he has stopped 21 pucks on 22 shots faced, and Dominic Kite playing well as well as he stopped 19 of 20 shots faced. As here's about ready for the opening faceoff. Rory McGibbon, my good buddy, what do you got to say going into the third one?
I think for the Riverkings, you got to find a way to clog that middle when it's been working. I mean, the Express have been forced to sort of chip and really try and lock some plays, and I think for the Express, you've done well to contain the Riverkings and keep on pushing them to the outside.
Opening face-off controlled by the Express, as Express are going from my right to the left, and Rapids going from my left to the right. As Express again wearing their visiting dark jerseys, black with blue, gray, and white. Whereas Rapids home with white, green, and blue as puck slides through the slot. Nobody there for the Express. And now it's a 3-3 situation. Denty just chips it up into the corner as Tudich gets there, but Denty does too. He bounced off the boards. Shot, that blockered away right into the belly of a defenseman for the Express. And that could have been dangerous as the puck's tied up. Far boards held in by Whitehead. Shot, big pop up in the air behind the goal into the netting. With 19:07 left to go in the third period, 1-1 hockey game. First stoppage after that nice blocker save by Freshwater.
Yeah, Freshwater, he's been really good this game so far, and I think the Riverkings, they've been sort of just trying to force it a little bit too much, I guess, on some of these plays. I mean, a nice jump there with Schweitzer, and Freshwater gets that sort of elbow blocker on it, and I think now it's really you want to. Sorry. Oh.
You okay, young man?
Yeah, just choked on something.
That's all right. That's all right. Happens to me all the time. As face-off controlled by Rapids. That was the blocker side of Freshwater. Anderson getting there first. He tries to backhand it on a weird angle, and that gets covered up by Freshwater. 18:52 left to go, third period, as Rapids and the Express trying to see who blinks first in this game of chicken, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been a story of special teams so far, and I think now the key for the Riverkings will be to get some traffic in front of Freshwater. You sort of see the players part like the Red Sea when there's a guy loading up for a shot from the point, and a bit of traffic, a bit of something in his way to make it harder on him.
Face-off coming, the glove side of Freshwater, 18:52 left to go, third period. As puck squirts out, Raffert backhand, Allstrand sends it around the boards. There's still a little bit of water on the ice as puck comes from behind the goal, chipped up and held into the zone by Allstrand, sent back around the other way. Ubsfelder gets there first. Cross-ice pass to the slot, beautiful pass. Allstrand can't quite bury it as the defense was there, giving him trouble. Rapids sends it back out to the point. Whip shot, Luffelin. Puck drop and blocked by Johnson, but picked up again by Anderson. Almost a trip there as we are whistled for an offsides. 18:19 left to go in this third period. 1-1 hockey game.
Yeah, I mean, the Express have done really well to just sort of be in the way and neutralize the speed of the Riverkings. They're sort of just trapped in a sort of ping pong between them, plays going one way and the other really quickly, and the feet aren't really able to get going for the Riverkings.
Face off in with the puck and then cleared by the Express. No icing. As Raffert comes up with it near corner, passed up to Ilian. Ilian bounce up all the way to Diamond. He's skating in, turned away by the leg of Preston Winkler. He's been all over the place tonight as Diamond pushed up against the boards by Alexander. Far side, Birch gets it, carries into the zone. Shot turned away with the stick of Height. Sending it back up neutral ice. Winkler will get there first. Diamond giving a little bit of pressure. Puck just slides in some wet spots on the ice. Ilian chipped up, shot and goal! Rapids retakes the lead! Beautiful pass by Ilian where Diamond in the rough buries it, and Rapids goes up 2-1.
Diamond and Ilian, they're such a good duo. I mean, they've been together for a large part of the season, separated these past 2 weeks, and they're such a tenacious duo. Ilian does well there, finds Diamond, and Diamond's able to feed it through the legs of Freshwater, just leaves that 5-hole open.
Yeah, that water on the ice, the puck just sat there. Ilian skates up, and then he hits it right with Diamond right there on the doorstep, pokes it right through the pads, and it's a 2-1 hockey game.
Yeah, a bit of puck luck, and if you're the team it's going for, you never complain about that.
Face off again, controlled by Rapids. First goal of the playoffs. Noah Diamond, he gets the goal on the even strength goal. And Mikhail Ilian on the assist. So Diamond from Ilian. 2:24, time of the goal, and Rapids, they're picked up, they're pepped up as they're trying to get another one, get an insurance goal as the Express start breaking the zone, and they send it into the Rapids zone, but Bryceland gets there first, trying to send it up neutral ice. Rapids does that as Whitehead. Bryceland stops it as he gets going. He's got some speed as Rapids trying to get a line change, and they do. Bryceland trying to get around the defense, and it just gets covered by Freshwater as we get a stoppage play. 16:43 left to go, third period.
Yeah, great start for the Riverkings. Exactly what you want, and it's just a case again of the stop-start game. It's not really been flowing. There's not really been much time in the zones between each team, and it's just that, are you able to cash in on that chance you get?
Face off, blocker side of Freshwater, controlled by the Express. Burge can't quite hold it up, as so Raffert sends it back down. Lynch got there, back pass up ahead to Browning. Pass up ahead, Burge trying to get around Raffert. He gets checked into the boards. Puck comes loose, no penalty being called. Let him play on. Rapids tries to set it back up. Tudich racing for it, no icing. They said close enough as they let him play on. Browning trying to get the puck back up. Puck sent back down around the boards and back of the goal. Burge gets there first. Skating up, Bunbohm. As Raffert battling for the spot. Who gets there first? Battling over the puck, centering attempt, shot, turned away by Height. Beautiful save with very short reaction time. Puck, now no one knows where it is. Cade Garcia does, right on his stick. As the puck comes back around, Williams sends it out, and he does. And now the puck gets sent up into the netting. Stoppage of play, 15:34 left to go in the third period. Rapids enjoying a 2-1 lead, but we got 15 minutes of hockey left.
Yeah, it's going to be end-to-end for the remaining 15 minutes, and Height again brilliant in that crease. Just what you want from this experienced 0-4 goalie, and really able to keep the Riverkings up on 2-1. Sorry.
Neutral ice face-off controlled by the Express. Comes back up, neutral ice. Underhill, he can't find it. And now Denty's forcing it up into the zone, and he's trying to race in there and maybe stuff one home short range, but he cannot get there. And now there's an opportunity here for the Express. Shot just wide of the goal. Height wasn't maybe quite ready for it, but the shot wasn't right on the mark, so Rapids, they dodged a bullet there. As the puck comes back out neutral ice, and then there's Denty, 2-2 opportunity. As the puck is gathered again by Wolf with 1F. Whitehead picks up the puck, half ice, sends in, slowed down by Freshwater. Coming around, Wolf with 2 Fs this time, sends it across ice to Underhill. Puck dumped in by Wolf with 1F. Denty bounce up off the boards. Last touched by the Express. Obviously not, as there's stoppage play for an icing against Rapids. 14:25 left to go, and we have a 2-1 hockey game. Wisconsin Rapids on top.
You can see that the Express are looking to stretch now. The defenseman sorts of skates around the goal and just is looking for that high guy, and nice play off the wall to find him, and Riverkings all over it.
Face-off glove side of Height. Controlled by the Express. Shot bouncing in. First one there, Oliver Bullock. Puck squirts out neutral ice. Got to reset is the Express. Tudich giving a lot of pressure, trying to pick the pocket and have a 1-0 rush, but doesn't work out that way as Height plays it behind the goal. Tudich ties up on the far side along with Schweitzer. Whitehead is in there too. Whitehead smacks it behind the goal. Bolduc off the boards. Gets pocket picked by Wolf with 1F. Drop pass, Burge, shot, that goes through the crease. Nice rebound there. As the puck comes loose, it's a race for it. Tudich skating as he's not going to have an opportunity as the defense got their lead pass for Schweitzer. Slot, shot, just wide of the far post. Man, that was a great opportunity. As Wolf with 1F, he's trying to break it up. He's around 4 Riverkings. Puck comes back out. They got to reset. 13.5 to go in the third period. Rapids holding that 2-1 lead. Raffert up ahead to Lupfel, and he got caught up in his skates as he's playing the body, trying to knock the puck around. Raffert and Obsfelder, is Obsfelder battling down low, battle in the corner. His puck goes behind the goal. Raffert loses a stick. Lutfelin gets there, and there's a stoppage of play. Whistle there. Officials come skating in as there's a hold, I believe, being called. We're going to see who that's again.
Obstfelder.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that would be it. As you can't keep giving the Express opportunities.
Absolutely. You really can't afford that. And just it begins, I suppose, with the sort of Lutfelin just not being able to corral that pass from Raffert. It just gets caught in his feet, and the Northwest guy just jumps on it as they've been doing all night on these mistakes, and eventually leads to the penalty with Obstfeller tying the guy up in the corner, and just not something you can take right now.
6:53 time of the penalty, holding against Obstfelder. That's another power play for the Express. 13 minutes to go in the third period. Underhill near side. Skating down there is Braden Strachota. Down low, Rapids trying to stop that. Turned away by Lupfelin. Great job there on the sliding save. Harrison Browning sends it back down to Wolf with 1F. Underhill down low is Lundbohm. He got that blocked by Raffert. Trying to get more opportunities here is Jaden Aguilera. Gets that out front to Underhill. Shot. That gets sent back of the goal. About 1:15 left to go on the skater advantage. Rapids clears the zone. They get a little bit of a reprieve here as the Express will probably get another poke at it right around the 1 minute mark. Puck tied up, and that's pulled up by, I believe that is Diamond. McNish leading them as Diamond just pulling up. Pass down low to Lutfelin, who just dumps it into the zone as Diamond gets a break here. Under a minute left to go. McNish giving chase. He almost got there again. Freshwater's playing with fire out there by coming out and playing that puck. One of these times, I've seen it, that he might not get that bounce because he's got a couple of them tonight. As Browning shot, far post, no good. 30 seconds left to go in this power play. 11:30 left to go in the third period. I won't say the game because we could get some free hockey tonight. As Rapids tries to clear zone, but Birch is there. Center attempt to slot, shot, and a goal! Express tie it up. Second power play goal of the game. And it's a 2-2 hockey game with 11:22 left to go, third period.
Northwest does well there to find one on the power play, but you see Heights tied up there and loses his stick on the play. Bit of just confusion with him, and I mean a great shot by the Express there, bar down. Not much Height could have done on it either way, but just a tough one really.
Yeah, guy got loose in the slot and nobody there, and you fire it one timer under the crossbar. That's all she wrote there. So we're back to 2-2 hockey game. 11:20 left to go in the third.
He was assisted by number 14, Harrison Burley, and number 20, Otis Burgey. Giannis, Grabelli, and Burgey. Time of the power play goal, 8:38.
8:38 time of the goal is the Express. They got they're ignited here a little bit again as they got new life on a 2-2 hockey game. That goal, Sciauta at 8:38. Browning and Bergie on the assist. Second power play goal of the game. Penalties proving costly for the Riverkings as Bryceland shot. Rapids retakes the lead.
Brilliant. I say that too often. I mean, Bryceland's been so good coming up into these playoffs, and second point on the night for him, and Denty with that quick release, fires it right past Freshwater.
Another goal for Rapids. That way to answer. Talk about an answer, ladies and gentlemen.
The crowd is absolutely loving it.
Fans are going crazy as there's a turnover. Bryceland skates it in, sends it to Denty, shot from the middle circle, and that just one-timer past Freshwater. And that is how you got a 3-2 hockey game in favor of Rapids.
Great play by the Riverkings, and really great way to bounce back, and exactly what coach would have wanted. A quick bounce back, and you're right back in where you're leading this one.
So Denty scores his second goal of the game. He's got the puck right now at mid-ice with an assist to Jake Bryceland, and there should be no icing on that as Freshwater's playing it. 9:21, time of the penalty. And Rapids, they retake that lead with 10 minutes to go in the third period. As time's running out on the Express, well, we've seen they can answer, but so can Rapids. There's Bryceland tried to get up to Denty. He can't hold on to it. Ilian stops center ice, chips it up ahead. Bryceland kind of being held up there. No whistle. I'll agree with that. Let him play on. As Upsfelder, he picks the pocket there. Ilian tries to hit Upsfelder. Skating in is Ilian. Upsfelder around the goal. Centering pass. Oh, he had Allstrand right there. Couldn't quite link up with him as he's being held up in the corner. Battling for the puck. Puck comes loose. Shot. Big save by Freshwater. Big rebound. That's picked up by Otis Berge. Browning trying to get around the defense. He gets there. Has the puck. Sends it around the boards. Where it looks like Lundbohm is going to get there first. Well, puck comes back around where Lundbohm is. Puck gets stopped up in the circle, cleared out by Ilian, last touched by the Express, under 9 minutes to go, third period. Rapids up 3-2 as Freshwater back paddles it all the way down to center ice. It gets dumped down into the Rapids zone, back up into neutral ice. Puck trickles through. Allstrand enters it into the zone. Played by Freshwater, up off the glass. He really likes to play that puck, and he went near him. I can understand. He's done a great job as Anderson skates, drop pass. Allstrand gets hit from behind. No penalty. As Bolduc trying to hold his own. Now he's trying to hold up the opportunity, and there is a stoppage, as they're going to probably give matching penalties here for Winkler and Bolduc.
Yeah, just, I mean, a nice play by Bolduc there. I mean, gets sort of handcuffed with that pass from Whitehead, and he's able to get back and prevent something happening. I mean, a nice sort of reach around with the stick, and while he was falling down. But I think one thing the Riverkings need to pick up on is these east to west passes by the Express. I mean, they're looking for every time. That's where you really want somebody to maybe sort of jump up and maybe take a risk on an opportunity. And now we have some 4-on-4 hockey.
So there's a slash against Winkler from the Express, then an interference against Bullock from the Riverkings. 11:40, time of the penalty. We got 4-on-4 hockey. 8 minutes left to go in the third. Rapids holding on to a 3-2 lead. Puck comes up neutral ice. Again, we're 4-on-4 hockey, so there can be an icing. A lot of ice open, though. As Schweitzer comes around. Drop pass to Tudic. Picked up by the Express. Express trying to get neutral ice, and they do. Held up by Luke Whitehead. Whitehead sends it near side. Caden Schweitzer. Skate, drop pass to Whitehead. Pass up ahead to Tudic. Oh, and Tudic, he's giving chase to it. As Wolf with 2 Fs is right there. Schweitzer. There's Rapids a little slow on a line change. There's Tudic. Shot. And a goal! Tudic gets Rapids a 2-goal lead with 7:21 left to go.
Schweitzer's been looking for that all night, just over the blocker of Freshwater, and he finally finds it. Brilliantly done by Schweitzer, the all-star, and just a nice play by Tudic there. They've got some great chemistry, and Schweitzer just right into the cookie jar.
Outstanding opportunity, and that's about 2 goals from the middle of that left circle. that's been beating Freshwater on the blocker side, that they're finding something there that can really do a great job.
Yeah, your player of the month grabs another and puts the Riverkings up by 2.
So 24th of the year, and there's another opportunity. Bryceland can't stamp it home. Caden Schweitzer with another goal. Assists Tudich. As that is how Rapids has a 4-2 lead. And the second goal for Northwest.
Goal by 28, Alexander. First assist to number 15, Birch. And second assist to 14, Browning.
Good stick by Bryceland there to get that away from Browning.
As they made a change on the second goal for the Express, they changed that from, I believe that was Skiadas, excuse me, and they changed it to Anderson. So apologies for the delay in there, just trying to get the exact wording right. As we have a cover by Freshwater, 3 seconds left on 4-on-4, and 6:23 left to go in the third period, and possibly regulation for the game, as Rapids is really applying the pressure now.
Yeah, gaps really started to form between the two teams, and what a shift by Bryson that was. I mean, just energy all over the ice, and really does well to disrupt a good chance there for the Express.
Face off, blocker side, Freshwater. Rapids controls it. Puck does come through. Aguilera picks it up behind the goal. 6:10 to go. Cooper, gonna slam on the brakes, trying to get that puck there. As Express, they seem a little discombobulated here. As Rapids, they have that momentum, and the Express just having a little bit of hard time with it. 5:53 left to go in regulation as the puck comes back to neutral ice after Rapids did get it up in the zone. Big hit by Ilian. See, knocked Bergy nearly down. They're both good-sized young men. As the puck gets sent in and caught by Freshwater. Stoppage of play. 5:38 left to go in the third period.
I want to highlight Raffert. I feel like he's had a really solid game on the defensive end. I mean, he hasn't really tucked in with anything offensively for the last little bit, but I think defensively he's really sort of shored it up with Lutfulin. I mean, they're a pair that likes to sort of jump in, and Raffert's been doing really well, being that calm head between the two of them.
Face-off was there, and now the opportunity backhand for Rapids. They couldn't get it fall as puck comes up neutral ice. Garcia sends it all the way back down. 5.5 to go. You got to start thinking if there's going to be a timeout called by the Express to try something funky here with maybe 5 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever they're going to do. As time's running out with that 2-goal lead, which is the toughest one to keep. We've seen it at all levels of hockey, so we'll see what Rapids can do. As there's an icing called against Wisconsin Rapids. 5:05 left to go in the third period.
Yeah, 2-goal lead's the most dangerous in hockey, and I think it's just, I suppose with one you're just in it the whole time, but I suppose with two you sort of let yourself think you've got a big cushion, and then you get that one by you and you're just right back on your heels. And I think the Riverkings will look to shore up themselves defensively and finish this one strongly.
Puck, face off, glove side of Height, and there's a delayed penalty coming up against Wisconsin Rapids. Or there was for, I thought maybe it was an offsides. My apologies, saw the arm go up and now it's down. So Rapids touched up, we're playing on, so it must have been an offsides.
Good block.
Nice block there by Denty. Is the puck that's somewhere in his pads? I don't know. It will be now a face-off coming back into the Rapids zone. 4:38 left to go in the third period. Rapids holding a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, there's been numerous blocks on both sides of the game here. It just speaks to the willingness to sacrifice that body, and both sides have been willing to take a puck in the shin pads in order to win this one.
My apologies there. It's 4-2, not 3-2. Thank you, Art. It's face off to the blocker side of Height. Both teams battling for that puck, and it comes loose, and it gets cleared out. No icing as Wolf with 2 Fs picks it up, skates behind the goal. 4.5 to go. Express, they're starting to run out of time as Down goes Schweitzer. Can't quite see it in Bergy. So that's how that goes. Is Bergy, he gets off the ice. Puck set up, neutral ice. Where it just seems like the Express has kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I could say is it's just tiredness. I mean, there's been such a war both physically and mentally so far, and it's tough to keep that intensity all game round.
Puck comes up behind the Rapids goal. Rapids trying to knock it around the boards. Still held up by Rapids, and they clear it. And there will be no icing on that as Wolf, 2 Fs, gets there first. Underhill flanking him. And now that is an icing call. 3:33 left to go. Third period. So the puck comes all the way back down into the northwest zone with 3:33 left to go. 4-2 Rapids lead.
The Riverkings have to be wary of the stretch. You saw it there with Aguilera calling for it, just unable to prevent an icing, and timeout. It's been...
Well, here we go. That's the timeout I was talking about.
Well, I wasn't sure if you could actually call a timeout on an icing.
Well, evidently you can, I guess.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I mean, really sort of chance to catch your breath for both sides. I think the Express needing it more than the Riverkings, and just that intensity. It's hard to keep up for 60 minutes, especially with so much physicality, and you're putting your body in front of shots, and eventually you're just going to sort of die off. And I think now it's to the point where you're trying to run for the wall to get yourself back in this game.
Yeah, that's really it. I mean, the Express, they're running out of time, and now they're talking it over. You got to kind of wonder when they're going to think about pulling Freshwater, which can be a dangerous situation. If Rapids gets an empty netter, an EN goal, then that is the end. I don't think that the Express will come back, but weird things happen when there's a team with a 2-goal lead.
Absolutely. I think even now it's a really tall order for these Express. They've generated on that power play. I think right now it's just they're looking for the stretch, but it hasn't really been there. The Riverkings they're wary of it. They're aware, and they're sort of hanging a guy back to counteract and sort of neutralize the stretch. And I think it'll have to be something quick and darting that the Express are able to get off a nice bounce.
Well, Freshwater's back out there, 3:33 to go. Probably waiting for that possession to be picked up by the Express before he hightails it out of there. Face-off controlled by Raffert, though, of the Riverkings. Skating near side shot, turned away, big rebound out to the point is Luffelin as he sends it around the boards. Anderson, drop pass back, centering, big rebound, Ostrand, and he can't bury. Anderson goes behind the goal, puck pops back out. As we wait to see the next moments of this contest, as the puck bounces neutral ice, keep an eye on Freshwater. And there's a shot turned away by Height. Freshwater staying in the crease, 3 minutes to go. He's thinking about it as Rapids trying to hold his own and try to kick it back out, and there goes Freshwater. He's off the ice with 2:50 left to go. And there's the extra attacker, and there's an opportunity. Upsfelder's shot, slowed down by the defense, and it just goes wide. That got held up just enough as Rapids still with an opportunity. Raffert half ice, up Anderson, skate around a defender, backhand, slowed down yet again by Underhill. He's doing a great job as a de facto goalie as the Express, Bergy, he gets up into the zone, puck's loose, pushed away by Rapids. Anderson flips it neutral ice, slowed down, and down goes Winkler as the ice grabbed him, the ice monster got him, and there's a stoppage of play with a hand pass. 2:13 to go with the game on the line here for the Express in game one. Rapids up 4-2.
I mean, some great goaltending there by the Express defense, and nice job by them to prevent those attempts. And I think with Anderson's, it's just a bit of fatigue then as well, just trying to throw it on net and hope for something. And now his own face-off, it's a really good chance for the Express here.
Face-off, blocker side of Height. Bolduc has it, knocks it all the way to the blue line, can't quite clear it. As Rapids trying to clear the zone. Shot gets sent down, goes an official as McNish plays physical, shot right in front of the crease. It's going, and it's just wide of the goal in icing. against Rapids. 1:55 to go, third period, and the official is laughing as she was able to get up. There's no one around her, and down she goes. But we just saw Winkler do the same thing.
Yeah, the ice is just taking no prisoners, and
Ice is slippery, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And Bryson's just misses on that airmail, and I mean, oof, it was close. I mean, Bolduc's attempt to find the empty net hits off McNeish, and then Northwest have a great opportunity and just always up for grabs.
Face off, glove side of Height, and now they're getting different players in on that face off, sending out Lundbohm. In comes Browning. Rapids controls it. Shot goes just wide by 2 feet. And there's an icing. 1:49 left to go. As Rapids, they're getting closer on that empty net opportunity, I guess you could say.
Yeah, Bryceland again there with 2 assists on the night, looking for his third point, and just a little bit wide on that right side.
Face off again, left side of Height. Fish in there. Puck comes out, controlled. Well, neither team has it yet. Now Rapids trying to send it out. Puck comes back out. Leibold. Shot, turned away by the defense. Bouncing up off the glass, neutral ice, picked up by McNeish. Shot, empty netter! That's gonna be what decides it. McNeish with the empty netter, and that will be game.
Yeah, Bryson likes to not go for the goal, but a nice little bounce off the glass right into McNeish's feet, and McNeish is able to bury there for a second goal of the playoffs.
18:28 time of the goal. Empty netter style. And that was just a nice shot from the blue line, and in it goes, and Freshwater's back in there as we got about a minute and a half before game 1 goes the way of the Riverkings. And the Express, they got possibly 2 more chances to avoid elimination.
Yeah, I think it'll be up for grabs again, really close, and just the Riverkings able to pull away here in the third, but I think tomorrow will be even more intense, even more physicality, and just all the Billings have a really exciting game.
Puck comes all the way around. No icing. So Rapids now with the puck, and they're just trying to grind down clock with 1 minute to go. It gets flipped up all the way down by the Express goal with under 1 minute to go in the contest. Scottus takes the puck, and that's a big glove save by Height right when Scottus took a shot just inside the blue line, and Height says, "Oh look, your goal's in my glove." 47 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Height's just played so well this game. So many great saves, especially on that in the power play flurries in the second, and Height's done really well and really deserving of this win.
Face off, blocked aside of Height. Raffert with it to Luffelin, chips up to Tudich, gets it up to about the Express blue line. 35 seconds left. Rapids tries skating in there is Denty, and then he pulls back out. Luffelin, Raffert, up ahead, touched up by Tudich, goes behind the goal with 23 seconds to go. Puck pass behind the goal, just playing out the last few seconds of it. Johnson back down low, puck passed up, and now we've got under 10 to go. Rapids just kind of letting up, then the Express letting up, saying, well, we're just going to play this out. And they do. And that is a Riverkings winner.
Great win for the Riverkings. Gives them a chance to end the Express season and go on to the division finals. Really good win for the Riverkings. I mean, a great third period rally there. Really, I mean, quite a few goals, and the Express were the ones usually with their multi-goal thirds. I believe it was both times against the Blue Hawks. They're able to rally and score 3, and the Riverkings do well and close this one out 5-2.
Well, that was very exciting third period. It all starts obviously in the first period where Franco Denti, he got the scoring started on the power play, 19-22 with assist to Bryceland and Cooper. But second period, Express got right back on in it. as Browning lit the lamp at 12:35 on the power play with assist to Wolf with 1F, of course, and Alexander. So we went to the third period, 1-1. Rapids regained the lead. Noah Diamond, 2:24, assist to Mikhail Ilian. But the Express said, no, not so fast, my friend. As Anderson, he got the opportunity to tie it up at 8:38 with assist to Browning and Berge on the power play. Power plays were key for the Express, as that's how they tied it up twice. And then Rapids went on a roll. Denty got his second goal of the game at 9:21, assist to Bryceland. Then Schweitzer at 12:49, Tudich on the assist. And then Hogan McNeish, he delivered the Wayne Larrabee dagger, 18:28, assist to Bryceland on an empty net goal. And that's how we got to the score we got. On the game, Express, they shot the puck 26 times. Dominic Height stopped it 24 times. Whereas Rapids fired up 35 shots, and Ryland Freshwater, he made 30 saves. Lucas Whitehead, of course, with the one-star player of the game. And Franco Denty, he's the two-star player of the game. As he comes through with his hat and a shirt. Then the first star player of the game, number 24, Jake Bryceland. He gets that award, the three-star player of the game, as he gets the bath on the ice, as he gets the shirt and the hat to give, or the shirt to give to a fan. Again, Rapids came out on top, 5-2 over the Express in Game 1 of Round 2 of the playoffs here in the USPHL North Division. So, any last remaining thoughts here of Game 1 here, Rory?
Well, I think it's just a really hard foot battle between these two teams, and I'll be excited to see how it unfolds tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. We'll see what both teams are made out of with the backs up against the wall for the Express, as they're trying to force a Game 3, which will be on Sunday, but we'll see what happens before then. So, that'll do it all for tonight. I want to give a big shout out to Art, and then Matt pulling double duty up here tonight. And of course, always, Rory, awesome job, as we really appreciate what you bring to the broadcast.
Thank you as always for having me.
Well, again, my name's Mike Comer. Thanks for joining tonight, and we'll catch you next time here on Flow Hockey in Wisconsin Rapids Community Media.